coast to coast, it's your hosts, the Lombardi Leap and Mersey FB. This is Beyond the Frozen Tundra.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm your host, the Lombardi Leap, here with Mersey FB. Let's talk Packers football. I am trying not to be depressed in my season, in my opener, but it is really hard.
So hard.
I'm like trying not to laugh because, I'm like faking enthusiasm a little bit there,
Yeah, that is up there for the worst Packers game that I have personally watched.
It honestly, it's worse than the Seattle loss. It's the worst loss I've probably ever seen in my lifetime.
The worst loss I've watched was Tampa in the playoffs.
It's worse than that.
And then what was it, the wild card or the divisional against the Falcons in 2016?
I know Falcons where Julio Jones tore up Ladarius Gunther.
Yeah, those were like the two worst losses that I have watched as a Packers fan. And then this game was up there.
I remember watching the Fail Mary, as we call it, with the replacement refs, and it's worse than that.
Oh yeah.
This is easily the worst loss I've ever experienced. Well, I should say second to worst loss, because there was a time when Aaron Rodgers broke his collarbone, and that was horrible. Obviously, that was not fun.
That wouldn't have been fun. That was not fun.
This is pretty close, though. Like, when I say that it's really close, it's really, really close. Obviously, we're talking about Micah Parsons tearing his ACL, and he is done for the rest of the year. Like, I'm not even mad we lost to Denver, because you and I talked about this last episode. It's hard to go win in Denver. It is.
Yeah, like the loss doesn't bother me as much.
Losing the game doesn't matter. It's who we lost in the process.
Yeah.
There were so many injuries.
It started to go badly when Christian went down. No, when Tom went down. Sorry.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was kind of the beginning of the end.
Yeah. I mean, like, emotions aside here, let's walk through actually how the game kind of got away from the Packers. Because I know that I don't feel like the final score really tells the full story, because we were leading going into the second half, and things were really going our way.
Were.
Like 23-14. And then we scored again right after half. Like our first drive. We're up
31. 26.
26.
Sorry.
Something like that. Yeah. We're up by 8. Or no. We would have been up by cuz if we would have on the interception to that where Christian Watson got hurt, if we would have scored there, we would have been up by 16 points at that point. It would have been a 2-score game. And the game would have the game would have been out of reach there at all. And a lot of people criticize that throw to Christian Watson. And
that's just Patrick Surtain being Patrick Surtain on that play.
No, it wasn't actually Patrick Surtain. You know who it was? It was the O-line selling.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
100%. Like, because Jordan Love had a dude in his face because the O-line couldn't block because Zach Tom was gone. And so it forced Jordan Love to throw it a little bit shorter. If Jordan Love would have had a microsecond more time, that's a home run hit. And you're looking at, like I said, being up 16 at Denver. They're down 2 scores. Again, Denver got some momentum back there. They ended up just absolutely shredding us in the passing game, which, are any of us really surprised? Are you surprised?
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that at all. The momentum definitely started to swing Denver's way in the second half off of that interception. And then they were able to get much more productive in the pass rush.
Without Zach Tom, yeah.
Without Zach Tom, yeah. So cornerback has often been described as a weak link system. And unfortunately, our cornerbacks right now have a lot of weak links.
The cornerback room is a seatbelt made of zip ties at this point. And you're traveling 150 miles per hour towards a brick wall.
Yeah, it's not. Well, holy analogy, Batman.
It's not. That's honestly that's the cornerback room.
Yeah. God. It's
It's so bad. Like
it's so it's hard to put to words actually.
I mean, Valentine is decent in coverage. Like is he's solid in coverage, but he can't tackle and he can't get an interception to save his life.
Mm-hmm.
Like he really can't. You could put Stickum on his hands and the man would still find a way to drop the ball.
He should have had like two. He
Yes.
should have had like two interceptions.
Yes, he should have. And Xavier McKinney, I get why Xavier McKinney drops too, because nobody's throwing at you all year. So forgot how to catch the ball because nobody's throwing at him like they were last year. And then you have Keyshawn Nixon. Keyshawn Nixon's always behind people.
Mm-hmm.
In the next zip code behind people.
I don't think, to be fair, I don't think leaving him one-on-one with Cortland Sutton was the smartest decision.
Well, you couldn't leave him one-on-one with Franklin either because that was an automatic catch too. There wasn't, I mean, who realistically was Nixon going to be able to guard for Denver?
Not even Mims, actually. Like, nobody.
Troy Franklin was their highest graded wide receiver, followed by
Yeah.
some random dude named Michael Bandy. And then it's Cortland Sutton. Like, they're three wide receivers. To be fair, though, that was only on 2 snaps, but, whatever. But still, like, yeah. So here's their highest graded players was their right guard. No, that's not shocking.
No,
Troy
not at
Franklin,
all.
Michael Bandy, Cortland Sutton, Bo Nix, Luke Wattenberg, Garrett Bowles, Marvin Mims. Well, Jordan Humphrey. Those are their 9. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those guys are wide receivers, and 5th if you're counting the 2 snaps that Bandy played. Like, that's insane to me. You got absolutely shredded at the secondary. There was no question to it. Because Keyshawn Nixon couldn't cover, and when Valentine was covering the other guy was open because Keyshawn Nixon was on him.
Yeah. Definitely think we're going corner high at least.
Yeah, you better go twice. You better get cornered twice, kind of a thing. Like, it is super frustrating. I mean, 391 total yards. Denver averaging 6 yards per play.
Unacceptable? Also, it felt like Halfley was calling a weird game, to be fair. Very passively for Bo Nix.
Yeah, Joe Barry game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's realistically it was. It was a Joe Barry game. And I know that Jordan Love had 2 interceptions. I mean,
if we're putting interceptions solely on the quarterback, he had 1 where he underthrew Christian Watson like a little bit,
but even
and then Pat
that
Surtain
wasn't
picked
really
that one.
his fault.
It's gonna seem like we're like huge Love apologists, but like every quarterback makes mistakes. It happens. When you hit your receiver in the hand and it flies off the receiver's hands into the waiting arms of a defender, that's not like okay.
It was a little behind him. I will say that to defend Wicks here a little bit. It was a bit behind him, but like you said, it did hit him in the hands. So you need to catch it. Like you just do. That's your job as a wide receiver. So I get it. I mean, I guess if you want to count each of those as a half interception, it totals to 1 interception,
It was also just like drive killers that we couldn't afford.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And like I said, I'm not upset at the shot to Watson. I'm not upset at that at all. I think it's a great play call. I think if you have a slightly better O-line, interior O-line, that's a touchdown. Like, that's what I believe. Nobody's hurt. Everything's happy. And life goes on and nobody's ACL is gone. But instead, Christian Watson goes down, has to go to the hospital to get his lungs checked out. And then Micah Parsons tears his ACL and everything is no longer fine. It literally went downhill from there.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't want to be that guy and say, like, yeah, if the Packers get off the field quicker, Micah's ACL never tears, but it could have just been one of those things where it was going to happen.
Yeah, it is possible. Like,
Like,
it's a huge what if thing.
it's a huge what if. And that's a notoriously fickle ligament in the knee. So,
And I am
on the bright
coping.
side, on the bright side, two of late, the two high caliber edge rushers that have torn their ACLs and then come back, they've played well the following season.
Bradley Chubb?
No,
No,
I'm
I'm sorry.
thinking of Von Miller back in 14 and the Nick Bosa year before he won Defensive Player of the Year.
I think Bradley Chubb tore his ACL too, and he came back, and I thought he won. He played really well when he came back. And it is different. It is different nowadays. And we can talk about this more towards when we talk about the Bears and stuff like that, because we are back to Bears week here. To kind of like look at the score here for the Packers game. We ended 34-26. Like, you had the opportunities. We could have and should have still won the game realistically.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna focus too high on Love's interceptions because we always talked about that. I mean, Josh Jacobs, what a touchdown catch by Josh Jacobs! Like, that was insane. It was Andre Greenlaw mossed him.
We also learned good things happen when you throw at Matthew Golden.
Oh yeah, no kidding. Oh my goodness. I think Matt LaFleur even said something like, "I got to find a way to get the ball more." Hey Matt.
Yes, you do. That aren't screen passes or anything over the middle, like short intermediate area of the field and jet sweeps. Just don't avoid those with him.
Hey Matt LaFleur. Here's what you do. Give him Romeo Dobbs. Give him Romeo Dobbs snaps. That's what you do. That's legitimately what you're supposed to do. Because there's another time where who does he throw at? He throws at Romeo Dobbs when Matthew Golden is streaking over the middle, wide open. Literally nobody. The corner that was on him in the dust, trying to
You
tie his
can see
shoes.
how like the defense the Broncos were playing changed when Watson got hurt though, eh?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's because they knew how they were going to play Watson, or they knew how they were going to
Yeah.
play Golden too. So they're like, oh well, he's not going to throw to him. He's just going to try and pigeonhole to Romeo Dobbs and Dontavian Wicks. Which, is anybody surprised that happened? I'm not. I'm not bitter. I am. I am, because it's again we've hammered this home. I've hammered this home. This offense could be so good if you go with Watson, Golden, and Reed, and the other two guys are just there to give them water and give them a breather. And I know there's a lot of people who swear up and down Dontavian Wicks is the second coming of Devontae Adams. He's not. So chill.
Well, I still have faith in him. Like I still
do.
think he's a good receiver,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I think he's a supporting
situationally,
receiver. Like,
yeah.
yes, like Dobbs, situationally, 100% there. I mean, the run game I thought was better running on the outside of running towards the outside than it was up the middle, which no surprise there. And I have been kind of thinking about this here, and I want your input on this. Okay, I know a lot of people are hard on Aaron Banks, saying he's a waste. I didn't really like his film in San Francisco. That's what other people have said. I think I know what Aaron Banks' problem is.
Ooh, please do tell.
I think his problem is Rasheed Walker.
Ooh. So you're firmly on the let's play Jordan Morgan
I
bandwagon?
am 100%. It's time. It is time. He can't be. Like, from what I've seen in preseason and camp, he cannot be worse than Rasheed Walker. I don't think he is, and I understand that this is effectively Jordan Morgan's rookie year. But if you're going to make an adjustment, I think now's the time to do it. Because, again, we'll talk about this more against the Bears. You're coming up against the Bears. The Ravens don't have the greatest defensive line as well, and neither do the Minnesota Vikings. Like, they're just not the greatest. They're great at, like, Vikings are great at blitzing, don't get me wrong. That defense is not as good as it was last year. And that's a great segue to leading up to the playoffs when you're going to start playing a lot better teams, like potentially the Rams, the Eagles again, stuff like that. I saw through this game, the game plan was we need to help Rasheed Walker as much as possible. Chips, 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 chips. That's tons of chips. And a lot of times, Aaron Banks has to slide down, and it leaves Sean Ryan on an island as well with a pretty solid defensive pass rushing defensive tackle. Because Rasheed Walker is getting, like you said earlier, backed straight into Jordan Love. Non-stop. Like Jordan Morgan at least has the athleticism to make up ground, and we've seen that against the Colts.
It's not even that. I think, God, I feel like I hate kind of tearing down players sometimes. But
I know. I get it. I get it.
Rasheed Walker, the issue is he's very vulnerable to speed to power because he doesn't have the greatest first step. And then he kind of overcompensates with that by really jumping out and oversetting almost. And then he gets outside of his base, and then rushers realize that, and then they just kind of bull rush him in to the pocket. And that's when you saw the clip where Myles Garrett beat him on the inside two-step.
Oh, yeah, true. Jordan, run.
Yeah. It's because up to that point, also a lot of great pass rushers like set up their tackle for those types of plays. He was getting beat routinely outside through speed rushers, and then Myles was like, I've been beating you like this up to this point. Now I'm going to swap it up and go inside.
Yeah.
So these are the things that he will struggle with. It's just the speed, man. Jordan Morgan's got better feet. He's a little quicker side to side. They're about the same weight
side to side, to be honest.
Yeah, they're about the same like height and weight.
Rasheed Walker's 6'6", 324, and Jordan Morgan's I believe 6'5", 311. Because I was just talking to somebody else about this today. But in terms of like their RAS score, I mean, Rasheed Walker was a 7th round pick for a reason. Like, to me, there's just, again, there's no reason for this. Like, it's your quarterback. It's a weak link. Like, rotate. I don't give a rip at this point. Like, Steno.
You got to do what you got to do to protect Jordan Love, especially on his blind side.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, I guess there's an element of trust between Rasheed Walker and Jordan, but man,
he's not playing good football.
It's not playing good football.
Like, not at all. And I get it. Like, I know the offense was frustrating. Like, we didn't score 27 points, a magic number, and we let the Broncos score 34, unfortunately. And that, to me, was more of like the 34 points. Oh, my goodness. That is a testament to the defense, because there is just, we kind of ranted about the cornerback room earlier, but, Knicks, over 300 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. No interceptions. They were averaging 8.9 yards per pass attempt. Like, oh boy. That cannot happen. You're going to get eaten up.
Yeah, I think there's definitely an issue with play calling.
Maybe Hafley does want to stay in Green Bay.
Maybe this is his way of telling everybody.
Don't interview me. Don't hire me.
Don't hire me. Don't hire me. I rarely ever critique Hafley. Like, I think he's a great defensive mind and defensive coordinator. But when you have someone like Bo Nix, the key to getting him or stopping him is just being disruptive. And Like, yes, he has scrambling ability, but just get him off his first read.
Kind of like Jared Goff.
Yeah. I mean, yes, it sucks you lost Micah.
Blitz more. Like, am I crazy? We don't blitz at all, ever. Ever. And some of that, too, is I want your opinion on this, especially. Do you think some of the reasons we don't blitz is because he drops so many people back into coverage because our cornerbacks are poverty?
Maybe, but also when we drop our linebackers into back to depth, they rarely go to the correct depth.
Oh, yeah. I don't get that at all.
So
That to me, that has to be a coaching thing.
yeah, 100%.
Like,
But the only reason you will start to see more blitzes happen in the near future just to make up for the loss of Micah.
Yeah.
You'll probably see Brenton Cox get activated again, and then you'll have a rotation between Rashawn Gary, LVN, Baron Sorrell, JJ Enigbari, and Brenton Cox. So
Yeah, I mean,
where was I going?
I do like.
Oh yeah, disruption and like stopping Bo Nix. You just need to get him off his first read and kind of get him out of the pocket a little bit. Like, just make life uncomfortable for him. And they weren't doing that.
No, he was pretty much sitting pretty. Like, he really wasn't doing much at all. And like I know this is one more loss on the road game. One more loss on the road, and we're heading back to the road again. Bears back at home against the Ravens, on the road again to close out the season against Minnesota, which that game might not even matter. Anyway, so there's a good chance none of our starters may play in that game, just kind of depending on what's going on. Obviously, like, it wasn't just about losing. We kind of said this earlier. This is one of the worst losses just with all the injuries. I mean, Micah Parsons, Christian Watson,
Zach Tom,
Wiley,
Evan Williams, Wiley.
Evan Williams, Chris Brooks got hurt too. Man, I mean, the list goes on. And Nate Hobbs got hurt again. Like, it was an absolute.
He got hurt. Oh yeah, he did go down.
Yeah, after a pass breakup in the end zone, if I recall, and it's just
on a penalty actually too.
Yes, even better. It was just a rough game. Like, I think you kind of said this to me too. Is this like, it's a game you were hoping to win and get out healthy, and it was literally the worst possible scenario.
Oh, so bad. So bad.
You lost, got exposed, and everybody got hurt. Everybody, like, a lot of important people got hurt. Once the injuries started piling up, focus shifted to the sidelines. We talked about this with Halfley. There just really wasn't any proper adjustments, I don't think, on either end of the ball. I mean, they're still not using Golden as proper as you'd like to see him. There wasn't as much blitzing. There's just all soft zone coverage. This has a big impact on the Packers here. Like, this could go one of two ways. You know what I mean? And I don't know how I feel about where this Packer team is at without Micah Parsons. Like, thankfully, it looks like Christian Watson may miss just one game.
He avoided the worst injury. They're going to see how long, or they're going to give him the week.
Yeah, they're going to give him the week. Like, they will give him a week. We play on Saturday, and we play on Saturday again against Baltimore. So we have back-to-back Saturday games. I'm still confident, like, based on what Matt LaFleur said, that they can adjust offensively. I'm still confident that this offense can score. I'm not confident that this defense can prevent opposing teams from scoring more points. And we're kind of entering into, like, Joe Burrow Bengals-esque territory. We're putting up 26, 27, 30, 34 points a game, but we're giving up 36 or more, kind of a thing.
Yeah. No, I totally get where that's coming from.
Because nobody can get to the quarterback, you know? I mean, LVN's still coming back. Rashawn Gary's done nothing outside of a TFL in the run game. Like, I'm glad he's doing stuff in the run game, but man, you're playing half the snaps. You got to get to the quarterback now.
It just feels like he's lost some of that speed and acceleration when you see him out there. I get that like Micah's just like a freak athlete, and comparing Rashawn Gary to Micah is a bit unfair, but
it's a different style of edge rusher. Like, it is.
Mm-hmm.
And some of that too is like, I do want to cut Rashawn Gary some slack, because he is meant for a different system of rushing. Like, he really is. And that's why the Packers got Sorrell, Oliver. That's why Brenton Cox Jr. has looked so good in this system, I think, too. And why we had hope for LVN at the beginning of the year. I don't necessarily think LVN was just a Micah Parsons thing. I think it was partially a system thing too.
Well, we'll find out for sure.
Yeah, we'll find out. Oh man, what's next, eh? What's next?
How much worse could our life get?
Don't say that. Don't say that. I mean, just kind of moving forward here. The defensive structure in pass rush is going to be interesting. Hafley's going to have to dust off the playbook from last year, a little bit. I think we'll see some Cooper rushes a little bit more, because Cooper hasn't rushed at all. But then again, I don't know, because Cooper's probably going to be guarding tight ends, because it's just going to depend on Evan Williams, because he's hurt too. Everybody's injured. And I feel like this Bears game here is a must-win game.
It definitely feels like a must-win. But again, like, splitting the series, I'm not opposed to it either, but just for our own like confidence and I'm blanking on the word, resiliency of our team.
Yeah.
We watch a lot of college football, and we both root for the same team. And this season, that team took on the mantra of hard to kill.
That they did. That
is the mentality I'd like the Packers to take, is no matter how many times you knock us down, we're going to get back up. We're going to be that team that's hard to kill. We're going to keep fighting till the bitter end.
Yeah, I get, and we're like losing your arguably the second best defensive end in the NFL right now. And like, we know there is some resilience there too, because you do have a lot of guys playing through some pretty banged up injuries.
Also, like, maybe there's a part of it too where like, yeah, Micah going down like ignites them, and they'll be like, we're gonna play harder for Micah.
I sure hope so, because I don't want to be a Debbie Downer or a boomer doomer, because I've seen all these boomers absolutely dooming, saying we should have traded for Micah Parsons and stuff like that.
No, the trade was worth it. He is under contract till 2029. He will be healthy by like mid-September.
Yes.
All will be well. I don't want to get all like stressed out about that. Like, that is the least of my concerns.
Exactly. You
just have to put one foot in front of the other and keep going and head on down to Chicago.
And head down. Yeah, this is a must win. I do believe this is a must win stretch here. And like, this really was mile high mayhem. And now the Packers just have to figure out how to survive this and avoid a meltdown, especially against the Bears here. I know you're okay with splitting. I'm not. This is an important game. I want to win. I think the Packers need to win.
Like I said, I'm okay with it, but like, I'd prefer a win. It's like, I want them to win, but worst comes to worst, I'm not like upset splitting the series.
I would be. But we'll talk about the Bears on the next episode. If you haven't yet, be sure to like and subscribe, share our episode so that people can see it.
Follow us on X.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
But that is all for today, folks. Until next time, it's Bears Week.
To Packers fans coast to coast, thanks for going beyond the frozen tundra. We appreciate you tuning in. And as always, go Pack Go!